Hello and a warm welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Global TV News Cycle live in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. Federal government on Monday said it was investigating the cancellation of visas of 264 Nigerian passengers in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The passengers were airlifted to Jeddah from Lagos and Kano on Sunday. The flight took off from the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, via the Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, Kano on Abdulaziz International Airport, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. But to the consternation of the airline staff, the Saudi Arabian authorities announced that all the passengers' visas had been cancelled. This was even though the passengers went through the advanced passengers information system during the check-in formalities in Nigeria, which was also monitored by the Saudi authorities. However, in a statement by the media aide to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Al-Kazim Abdul Qadir, said the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is now investigating the matter to see if any consular or aviation rules have been flouted. Minister of State for Police Affairs, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, has revealed that the Police High Command with Executive President Bola Tinubu's will execute President Bola Tinubu's directive for the withdrawal of police personnel from VIP security duties and developing a community policing strategy, amongst others. The minister made the development known on Monday during a two-day management retreat at the Ministry of Police Affairs. Suleiman Ibrahim said the Police Inspectorate Department, in particular, should evolve its operations to focus on robust monitoring, evaluation, accountability, and learning, adding that reports must be factual, practical, and evidence-based, as well as serve as critical tools for enhancing police performance. The presidency has condemned the planned nationwide strike by the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, and the Trade Union Congress, TUC, labeling it an unwarranted attempt to blackmail the government over the assault on NLC President Joe Ajaero. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, in a statement issued on Monday, expressed the government's disappointment over the union's choice to punish the entire country of over 200 million people over a matter involving the NLC president. The strike, scheduled to commence today, is in protest of the alleged assault on Ajaero in Owerri, Imo State, last week. However, the government has maintained that the incident is a personal matter and should not be used to justify a nationwide strike. Onanuga stated that the government does not condone any form of violence or assault on any citizen, but added that the Inspector General of Police has ordered a thorough investigation into the incident, that the Imo State Commissioner of Police, who was in charge at the time of the incident, has been transferred out of the state. Following the just concluded gubernatorial elections held in the three states of Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi, Nigerians have reacted to developments that trailed the processes, expressing mixed feelings over the overall conduct of the exercise. Sharon Ajay, who sought the views of some Abuja residents, now reports.
While the winners of the elections and their supporters are celebrating, Mohammed Ibrahim has urged other candidates who trailed behind to rally round the winners in a bid to advance the overall interests of their respective states.
Happy that we're able to have this political space from the last 23 years and we're still moving. So what actually has happened, naturally in every contest there must be a loser and there must be a winner. So I advise the losers to take all the constitutional measures to seek for their redress in court. But then in summary, if they can also work with the winner the most important thing is everybody wants to lead, but everybody cannot lead. One person needs to really lead. So all they need to do is just to see if they can join hands with the present winners and see how they can really put up their ideas together with the present winner and move the states forward.
Not impressed with the electoral process, Femi stated that violence has become a norm during elections in Nigeria, expressing the fear that the country may be losing touch as a democratic nation.
By now, in the 21st century, we did not get it right. What happened in 1983 was because of elections. That's why military came in December 31st. That was the reasons. And if by now, 1999, when we have another democracy, if by now we did not get it right, I don't know where we are going to get it right now. That is why we must go back to the National Assembly and amend the laws. A lot of criminals need to be banned from this politics. Once you are found guilty in election malpractice, you will be stay away from politics. That's the solution. Even for execution, they should kill them so that we can move forward. Otherwise, the criminal will continue to be affairs of Nigeria politics.
On his part, Francis, apparently being subjective in his assessment, faulted the conduct of the election, alleged that the outcome is not devoid of a system characterized by sharp practices.
They said the difference between Ododo and the second runner-up was less than the number of the wards that the election was not contested election in. Now, if you look at the election generally, it was an electoral fraud, both in the three states, particularly in Imo State and Kogi State. In Kogi State, there was so much violence, there was even killing, there was instances of election result written before the election took place. So what do you call that? Even the electoral act that have been passed has taken no effect. And this is what is making the country to be like this.
Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
Former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, says nation building and curbing all forms of insecurity bedeviling the nation can be tackled when patriotic and committed Nigerians are recognized and awarded for their commitment to the cause of Nigeria. Buratai made the remark at our Nigeria News Awards event held in the nation's capital, Abuja. Global TV's correspondent Anthony Momodu now reports.
This August gathering is here to witness the Nigerian News Award aimed at celebrating and awarding unsung Nigerians who have contributed to the development of the country. Former Chief of Army Staff, Ambassador Tukur Buratai, stated that the award and recognition of outstanding citizens causes ripple effects across generations in development of the country.
You can see many of them have received award in terms of security. You see there are people standing there. If you see the director, the SS, the director of the state security service has received this award. So this part right now, we're motivated to encourage them to continue.
In his welcome address to the gathering, Chairman Planning Committee of the event, Ita Peters, harped on the importance of rewarding hard work and patriotism, while the publisher of our Nigerian News magazine, Dr. M.S. Abubakar, read out the successes of recognizing citizens. Professor Emmanuel Dandura, His Royal Highness Oba Hamid Onyelude, and other awardees expressed their confidence.
What you have demonstrated is integrity personified, and it makes this award to equate the national honor.
He is from the southeast and Buratai is from the north, and you can see the synergy that they had with themselves. So this is the thing that we need to do. I am from Kogi State, but I have invested heavily. I have put all my life in training children from Kano State because I knew that they need this impact.
Thus, the recognition and awarding of patriotic citizens will only enhance nation-building processes. Anthony Momodu, Global Television News, Abuja.
National Assembly has expressed readiness to launch an application known as NAS Eyes to monitor budget transparency and implementation by ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs of government. Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Okozie Kalu, made this known in Abuja, saying the initiative will also include adherence to the principle of federal character by affected MDAs. Kalu, who dropped the hints during a courtesy call over the weekend, said the mechanism is driven by conscious effort of the Parliament to effectively check the performance of budgetary allocations to agencies of government. Meanwhile, the chairman, Senate Committee on Finance, Sani Musa, has said genuine and deliberate collaboration between the legislature and executive arms of government could produce a robust fiscal policy that would effectively address Nigeria's economic challenges and boost revenue generation. The acting Comptroller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Caroline Adepoju, on Monday ordered an immediate investigation into the cause of Sunday's auto accident that killed at least 4 personnel of the service. Briefing journalists at the service headquarters in Abuja, the NIS Public Relations Officer Dotun Aridegbe said the CGI also declared 3 days of mourning, even as flags will fly at half-mast in the command nationwide. This is as 7 injured personnel are undergoing treatment at the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Kano, and burial arrangements are underway for the departed persons. With the onset of the dry season in the Federal Capital Territory, the FCT Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, has appealed to residents to shun acts capable of causing wildfires. The Acting Director General of FEMA, Mohammed Ibrahim Sabo, made the appeal in a statement in Abuja. The AG Director General informed that the dry conditions and strong winds during is cool. Chairman and members of Osun State Statutory Commissions were on Monday sworn in by the State Deputy Governor, Kola Adewusi. The inauguration followed the successful screening and confirmation of the nominees by the State House of Assembly. The commissions whose chairmen and members took oath of office include the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, Osun State Judicial Service Commission, Osun State Civil Service Commission, and Osun State House of Assembly Service Commission. Earlier, a statement by the Press Secretary to the Speaker, Osun State House of Assembly, Tiamiyu, said having concluded the processes of screening and confirmation of nominees, the House had forwarded its recommendations to the Governor, Ademola Adeleke. The West African Examinations Council on Monday announced that it had ditched the paper and pencil test model and has adopted the computer-based test mode for the conduct of the Senior School Certificate Examination. This is contained in a statement signed by the Acting Head of Public Affairs Unit of WAEC, Moyosola Adeshina. According to the statement, the innovation would kick off with the conduct of the West African Senior School Certificate Examination for private candidates in February 2024. You're watching Global TV News Cycle, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When the news cycle returns, Agriculture Ministry inaugurates 52-unit housing project in Abuja. The news continues shortly with details of this and other stories right after this break. Please don't go anywhere. Welcome back. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the news cycle from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Time to talk for some business now ahead of tomorrow's Tuesday's release of October 2023 inflation figures by the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, Multinational Professional Services Network, KPMG, has said that headline inflation in Nigeria will reach 30% by December 2023. Nigeria's current inflation rate for the month of September is 26.72%. KPMG, in its macroeconomic review H1 2023 and outlook of H2 2023, released at the weekend, anticipated that the current inflationary pressure in the economy will persist into H2 2023. Stressing that headline and food inflation are unlikely to ease soon as the depreciation of the naira continues to reinforce the inflationary impact of fuel subsidy removal via higher input prices and production costs caused by imported inflation. The report noted that recent reforms in the petroleum industry, like the fuel subsidy removal and unification of the foreign exchange market, will be responsible for the projected spike in prices of goods and services. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security have inaugurated a 52-unit housing estate, Phase 1, for its staff in Abuja. The project, which sits on a landmark of 3.6 hectares in the Kabusa area, will include a staff clinic, school, fire station, recreational facilities, and will be designed to accommodate 1 to 4 bedroom house types. Permanent Secretary Ernest Umakihe, who performed the groundbreaking ceremony yesterday in Abuja, said the housing estate was a demonstration of the government's commitment to providing decent, affordable accommodation for the staff and part of the ministry's efforts to improve the welfare and productivity of its workforce. With the housing project, according to him, the ministry aimed to create a conducive environment for its staff while promoting their well-being. The Director General, National Pension Commission, Aisha Dahir Umar, has urged the informal sector workers to embrace the micro-pension plan. Dahir Umar, who was represented by the head, Southwest Zonal Office, PENCOM, Shola Adesheun, spoke during the Commission's special day at the Lagos International, organized by the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Lagos on Friday. According to her, the micro-pension plan was being embraced in Lagos, and the zonal office was intensifying efforts at creating more aware plan within the Southwest geopolitical zone. The Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, has adjusted the foreign exchange rate for its tariffs and duties. The new rates were reflected on the single window trade portal of the federal government. Rates vary for different items, typically from 5% to 35%, and are assessed with reference to the prevailing harmonized commodity and coding system, HS code. Last month, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, announced the lifting of the ban on 43 items previously restricted from assessing forex. Consequently, the amount used to clear goods, including the 47 items at Nigerian ports, has increased. The management of Katsina United has suspended the club's head, Tony Bulus. This was contained in a letter made available to newsmen dated 13th November 2023 and signed by the secretary Aminu Al-Hassan. The management said it frowns at Coach Bulu's technical ineptitude since the beginning of the season, which is seriously affecting the performance of Katsina United. Tony Bulus, the former Yobe Stars head coach, signed a 2-year contract with Katsina United in August this year. Katsina United are currently placed 11th on the NPFL table with 11 points, having won 2 games, drew 2 and lost 1 in the last 5 matches. That's it on Global TV News Cycle. We're on Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Queen Agaba. Thank you very much for watching. Have a pleasant day.